Good morning, all my dear students of class 5. As you people know that we have finished almost 4 lessons from our half-yearly syllabus of EVS class 5, and this is the last lesson. The name of the lesson, as you can see, is lesson number 7, Aquatic Life, which we have not started in Google Classroom yet, but today we are going to start it in the YouTube. So as you people know, the name of the lesson is Aquatic Life. So from the name of the lesson itself, it is quite easy to understand. The lesson is all about the aquatic animals and various species, whether it's plants or animal species of our earth. So let's start the lesson. Before starting the lesson, as you can see, few pictures are given. What are the pictures is all about? Look at the pictures and talk about them in the class. So what it is written that few people are on the boat and they are having conversations. The first one is from a small child, that Mama, which plants are those and why are they being removed? Kabir, those are weeds. They are being removed because they are harmful to plants that live in water. In the second picture, again this conversation going on in between the same parent and child. How can plants live underwater? While most plants grow on land, many other can grow in water. So the conversation is all about the plants which grows underwater or in water. Okay, so let us start the lesson. So we will get many other important information about the aquatic life. So about aquatic plant, what it is written here in the first paragraph, that plants that are adapted to live in water are called aquatic plants. They are found in seas, ocean, rivers, streams, lakes and ponds. Aquatic plants are of 4 types: free floating plants, rooted floating plants and submerged plants and emergent plants. So there are many plants which live underwater. They are known as, or live in water, are known as aquatic plant. They are found in seas, ocean, rivers, streams, lakes and ponds. Aquatic plants are classified or we can say are of 4 types. They are free floating plants, rooted floating plants, submerged plants and emergent plants. So free floating plants are plants that float freely in water or on the surface of water are called free floating plant. The presence of spongy air filled parts makes them light and helps them to float easily. Their roots are not fixed to the soil and can absorb all nutrients from water. They also provide shade to animals living in water. Duckweeds, water fern, pistia or water lettuce and water hyacinth are free floating plants. So it is written about, this paragraph is all about free floating plant. As I told you already, the aquatic plant can be classified into 4 types: free floating plant, rooted floating plant, submerged plant and emergent plant. So the first paragraph is all about free floating plant. Free floating plants are those plants that float freely in water or on the surface of water are called free floating plant. The presence of spongy air filled parts makes them light and help them to float easily. Their roots are not fixed to the soil and can absorb all the nutrients from water. Some of the examples of free floating plants are duckweed, water fern, pistia or water lettuce and water hyacinth. So water hyacinth is very common plant. In Difu river also you can see water hyacinth. Next paragraph. So water hyacinth has broad, thick, oval-shaped leaves that help it to float in water. It also has long and spongy stalks and feather-like roots. Water ferns has many scales like leaves that help it to float. So these are the things because of which it float on water. Rooted floating plants. Some of the plants are there which are rooted floating plant. It means their roots are. So let us go through it. The roots of some plants are fixed in the soil, but their leaves float on the surface of water. The stems are hollow and supple, which help them to move with the water current and protect the plants from damage. Their leaves are flat and broad. Lotuses and water lilies are example of rooted floating plants. So these are some of the example of rooted floating plants. Rooted floating plants are all about the plants whose roots, the aquatic plants whose roots are fixed with the soil, but the upper portion of the plant, it means the leaves or the flower, floats on the surface of the water. Some of the examples are lotus and water lily. So with this I'm ending this class here. In the next class we will learn many more interesting fact about the aquatic life. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, take care, bye.